Hi all, myself M.A. Stephen Raj, working as assistant professor in KSR College of Engineering. Today we are going to discuss about the topic of structure and layout of steam power plant or thermal power plant. Here we have four native working circuits are there. The first one is coal and ash circuit. The second one is air and gas circuit. The third one is feed water and steam flow. The fourth one is cooling water circuit. These are the four categories of operation in thermal power plant. The circuit 1. In this circuit 1, the first point is that is coal handling plant. Normally in India, we have coal in northeastern states. They are West Bengal, Odisha and then Madhya Pradesh. Not only that, in our Tamil Nadu, we have coal in Neyveli Limited. In that, from that coal, we have coal handling plants are there. In that coal handling plant, the coal is collected, that is given to the pulverizer process. In that pulverizer process, the coal is crushed into fine powder for burning purpose. From the pulverizer, it is again goes to the furnace process. Here, the fuel fitting devices injected pulverized coal for combustion. From that furnace, the hash collection is going to be, and then that hash is going to be collected in the hash handling plant. Next part is that is conversion of energy. How the conversion takes place from heat to pressure, from pressure to kinetic energy, and then kinetic energy to electrical energy. In this first stage, that is chemical into heat energy is converted. In the second process, this steam generation, here the heat transfer to water converting into high temperature and high pressure. The third process is steam, that means turbine operation, that is pressurized steam forces turbine blades to rotate, spinning the central shaft. The fourth process is the kinetic energy is converted into electrical energy by the rotating shaft. Next process is that is circuit 3, the water and steam flow. From the water treatment plant, the economizer. In the economizer, that is we have flue gases. From the flue gases, that is given to the boiler. From that is boiler converted into the superheater. Again that high pressure superheated steam that is goes to turbine. Then from the turbine is coupled with a generator or alternator. Again that water is condensed and deaerated and that gives to the economizer. This is the water treatment plant flow. This is the dual flow architecture. We have superheater, economizer and air preheater. Another process is feed water, economizer, steam turbine and then superheater. These are the process in that dual flow architecture. Now this is the thermal layout diagram of steam power plant or thermal power plant. We have coal storage and ash storage process. In that coal storage and ash storage process, we are going to store the coal and ash in large amount. In that coal handling plant, and then we have ash handling plant. In that coal handling plant and ash handling plant, we are going to give that means coal and ash to the from the boiler. Now we have boiler, then superheater, economizer and preheater, and we have two fan, that is forced draft fan and then induced draft fan. Now we are going to concentrate on the boiler. In this boiler we have two inputs, that is hot air from air preheater and then water from economizer. Then we have two outputs, that is from the boiler, that dry steam is, that means we have wet steam, that wet steam is going to the superheater. Then we have flue gases, that is exhaust gases we are going to collect from the boiler. Normally this superheater economizer and air preheater. These are used to increase the efficiency of the boiler. How we are going to increase the efficiency of the boiler? Now we are going to discuss about one by one. From the boiler we have exhaust gas. That exhaust gas, normally we have that 400 degrees centigrade or there. That exhaust gas that is going to flow into the pipe for superheater. In the superheater, normally the water from the boiler, the water is converted into the, that is wet steam. From that wet steam, from the flue gas, that again that wet steam is going to be the dry steam that will be given to the turbine. From that flue gases, that going to be the economizer. In that economizer, that water is going to be given to the boiler. That exhaust gas going to be heat that water that come from economizer to the boiler. Again that flue gas goes to the air preheater. In that air preheater, normally the forced draft fan is connected. The forced draft fan collect the air from the atmosphere. The temperature is around 25 to 30 degrees centigrade. That flue gas is going to be heat that air and get hot air to the boiler. These are the three operations about that superheater, economizer and then air preheater. That will be going to be increase the efficiency of the boiler. From the superheater, again that with that steam going to be the turbine. That in that between that superheater and the turbine we have valve. That valve going to be mentioned that high pressure and high temperature. That high temperature, that from that valve, that high pressure and that steam going to be strike the turbine plate. So turbine plate going to be rotate, that is coupled with the alternator. Here that kinetic energy is converted into the electrical energy. This is the one of the process. Then from the turbine, that wet steam, again we have collective wet steam from the exhausted steam, that is called as exhausted steam. That steam going to be accumulated in the condenser. Condenser, the process of the condenser, from the river we are going to utilize that water. That steam going to be converted into the, that means normal operation water. From the fed water pump and then condensed extraction pump, the water going to be collected and again that's going to be given to the economizer. From that flue gas, again the temperature of the water going to be increases, that given to the boiler. Again this is the continuous process we are going to be used in the thermal power plant. After that, in the air preheater we have induced draft fan. That fan going to be absorb that waste, that means air waste that going to be released into the chimney. These are the process of the thermal power plant. Thank you.